Hi, I'm Johnny from Haiti Say Airstream in RV. I'm here today to show you guys how to winterize a LG Max. First thing I like to do is locate the low drain points, and you got two here. It'll be your hot water and cold water. So you want to turn both on. And then you got your low drain for your city water, holding tank for your fresh water. You want to open that up also, just to drain any excess water that's inside. And then what I like to do is open up the hot water heater, and there's a plug that you want to pull off, and it's a 5/16 socket to pull that plug off. First thing I like to do is open up this valve, make sure there's no pressure inside of it, and then shut it back off. And then you can go ahead and set it to the side. Then open up the pressure relief valve and let everything drain out. And then you got your black water and gray water flush here. All you do is pull both handle and drain it first before you start winterizing it, or take it to a dump station. And then we can come inside. Alright, after you get inside the unit, I like to locate the water pump and the hot water heater itself, because there's a bypass for the hot water heater. So you want to come into this compartment. There's going to be 3 valves for your hot side, your cold side, and then the valve that splits the water in half. You want to turn the cold and hot off, and the middle one you want to turn it on so it'll bypass the hot water heater itself. And then for your water pump, what I like to do is pull the filter out of it. You want to pull the filter out because there's going to be some water in there, and you want to dump that out and clean the screen itself. Okay. I like to take the filter apart and then clean out the screen itself to make sure there's no debris and stuff in there going back into the pump, so you can pull it apart and clean it out and make sure there's no water in there, and then put it back together. For the pump itself, you can either make a line, go to Home Depot or your nearest RV store, you can buy one that's already pre-made, and it has a gasket and a fitting that fits onto your siphon side of your water pump. What I like to do with this is hook it up to your pump on the siphon side. And then grab one of your gallon. I like to use 2 gallons for a unit like this, so I can get everything, and just run your line straight through it. And after you get your siphon kit connected to your water pump, I like to walk around the unit itself for the sink while we got the low drain open. That's why I like to air it out and get as much water out as I can. Do the same thing with the shower. Okay. And then let it sit for about 2 minutes, and then come back, and then we'll start shutting everything off and siphon the antifreeze through the system. Alright, after you have it sat for about a couple minutes, I like to go back and shut all the faucets and stuff back off. So just shut this back off. Then the shower, we'll shut that off. Then come outside and shut off your low drains. I kind of like to leave the freshwater tank open and let it air out, and then shut it off whenever you're ready to shut it off. And then shut off the outside shower also. Now you can come back inside and turn your pump on. And I like to watch it until it primes, and once it stops, you can start running the system. Alright, what I like to do is start off with the farthest line first, so we can start off at the sink here. I like to do 1 valve at a time, so you can do either hot or cold, and run it until you see pink. And once you see a solid stream of pink, you can shut it off. Then do the same thing with the other valve. And then I like to come out to the shower and do the same thing that you did with the first faucet. Run the first valve first until you see pink. Then once you see pink, you can shut it off. Do the same thing for the second valve. Solid pink, and then I like to leave this on the floor, let it drain, and then put it back up. And then for the toilet, I like to do the same thing. Step on it until you see pink come out all the hose that's in the toilet itself. And then when you shut it, I like to leave some in the toilet bowl to keep the seals lube over the winter, so that way nothing gets dry rotted. Then we can go outside. Then I like to do the outside drain. Just open up, crack the valve for like a second or so until you see pink, and do the same thing for the hot water side. So that way there's no water sitting inside the valve itself and crack it. And then you got your city water connection. What I like to do here is pull the screen out, and then there's like a check valve on the inside. I like to push it in and then get some of the water out of it. You want to back up a little bit? Just do it until you see pink, and then put the screen back in there. Then we can do the outside shower. Run until you see pink. Do the same thing on the other side. Then we can go back inside to the hot water heater. I like to crack the top valve and the bottom valve, just get water out of the top line and the bottom line into the tank itself. So you want to open up the valve for the hot side, just for a second, and then do the same thing for the cold side, and run it for about a second. And that's pretty much it.